Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Mr. Anthony Show. I appreciate you all tuning in. And you already know before we get started, I always gotta show love to the people. Cause it ain't about me. It's about y'all. And without y'all, there's no me. So on each and every show before we get started, I'm gonna show love to the ones who helped build this platform to what it is. And I really, really appreciate all that you do. Sincerely. And you already know we got a good one for you. We're gonna have two great topics today. We're gonna react to both of these topics. And yeah, man, it's just gonna be a beautiful thing as usual. So I'm not going to be long-winded. We're going to get right to it. Here's topic number one.
Jesus said the kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. See, if a person is manifesting their full athletic ability, they're in a physical heaven. But a person paralyzed from the neck down is in a physical hell. Someone that has a newborn baby is in an emotional heaven, but when someone you love dies, that's an emotional hell. If you don't know how to read or write, you're in a mental hell. But if you have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you are in a mental heaven. You didn't have to die to get these. These are two opposite extremes that exist right here, right now. It's a state of mind, state of being. It's a condition of life. So when it comes to the poverty of thought, when you attach those negative thought processes called envy, jealousy, gossip. Do you know that it takes more energy to process a negative thought than it does to process a positive thought? Look at the difference whenever you are in an environment where there's joy and laughter. You feel lighter and you leave with energy. But when you go to an environment where the people are negative, or sad, or talking down, you leave zapped.
Wow. Yeah, man, that's right. That's real. That's real right there. And that last piece, when he said, just evaluate how you feel when you're in a positive environment, when there's laughter and joy and happiness. How you feel when you walk out of that, when you come out of that? How do you feel? You feel light, on your feet. You feel, high in energy. You just feel like you're ready to conquer the world when you're filled with positivity. But when you get into those areas where the vibe and the energy is just negative, or where you're around a bunch of people who think negatively, or they always, look down on other folks or just, create a horrible environment, period. You feel heavy, you feel drained. It pulls the life source out of you when you're in these types of environments. This is why I'm a firm believer that we are what we consume. Meaning the things we watch, the things we read, hell, the food we eat, anything of consumption, we can allow it to manifest and take hold of us. And before you know it, we're living in that same realm that we're trying to stay away from. Think about it. Those who watch negative television, and there's not too much on TV that's positive nowadays, but let's just speak to some of the stupid reality shows. All they do is gossip and show, negative light in reference to relationship and marriage and things of that nature. Disrespect one another. Yeah, it's good for TV. But how do you feel? I wonder how those people really feel after living that life. Yeah, the paycheck is probably nice. All of that is good. But how do you feel internally when you consistently live in that world? How does the consumer feel when they're watching this sort of thing on a regular basis? This is one of the main reasons why I try to only push and promote things that have some level of positive message to them. Some of it. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to avoid things that have a little bit of edge to it because that's just life in general. But I know, and I'm sure you all know, that the world feeds off negative energy. This is the world we live in. You know, you got more podcasts and all these different shows and just what people may post in general get the negative stuff get more views and likes than positive. That tells you that it's been a shift in the mindset of people. You know, we feed off negative energy, and all it does is drain us of our life source. It drains us. It does nothing to help. And if we consistently consume all of these negative things, what do you think is going to happen? What will happen? Sooner or later, you will manifest this into your actual world. Like, it kills me. It's funny to me, like people who watch shows that all they do is show how men cheat on their women. And it's a lot of them out there. And that'd be basically most of the love and hip hops and, all of that stuff. Not just, that, but just, just any of those types of shows, right? Whether it be a man cheating on a woman, woman cheating on a man, either way, like the show Cheaters and like all of that crap, right? If you are consistently consuming this and you're trying to be in a healthy relationship or marriage, but all you watch are things that shed a negative light on what it is to be married, on what it is to be in a relationship, what do you think is going to happen? Sooner or later, you'll be thinking every single thing that your spouse does, they out there moving around in a negative way or doing something behind your back, right? They could be squeaky clean, doing nothing. But it's the mindset that you have now that makes you think and assume. And, you may try to call it intuition. Nah, we're not going to use that. We are what we consume. If we consume more positive things, more positive messages, more positive videos, have more positive people around you, what do you think will happen? If you fill your world with negative things, negative shows, negative thoughts, negative people, what do you think is going to happen? Come on, man. My man said it takes more energy to create a negative thought than it does a positive one. That baffled me. That really, really threw me. It made me think hard, like, wow. Because I never even really looked at it that way. Never really looked at it that way. But it makes sense, right? It makes sense. So what are we going to do, people? What are we going to do to help ourselves get out of this funk? Because we control this. We control consumption. We control that. Now, the mass media, the news, all of these, different platforms you may find online, all of these different, major television, networks that push all of the negativity. This is what they want. They want us in this mindset, but we control what we consume. So we have to make a decision to consume things that bring more of a positive light into our world. We have to make a decision that we will no longer allow us to be programmed by mass media because they want us stupid, dumb, and broke. That's how they can control you. But if you have knowledge of self and you know how to move in the world and you know how to get out here and hustle and do what you got to do and bring positivity into the world and the people around you, then they can't control us. We can't be programmed to be under their thumb. You know what I mean? Like right now, think about it. What's happening? It's the end of October. We all know the government is shut down right now. And next month, no SNAP benefits. And all I'm seeing, not all, but I'm seeing a ton of videos out in the world right now talking about people about to run up in Walmart and all these other grocery stores and steal. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? So this is what we've come to. We've come to this level of entitlement. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there's people out there that truly need these benefits. Like for real. There's people out there that truly need these benefits. But let's be 100. Let's keep it 100. Don't act like there's people out there who got the benefit that don't really need it. Am I lying? What a lie at? Tell me what a lie at. I'm not judging nobody. I'm not. But I know that there's people that take advantage of these programs, right? But if you look at what's happening, all the videos about it are negative. How can we turn that into a positive? What is the world like without it? Did these benefits always exist? Nope. So now all of a sudden people can't survive. This is programming, people. They want us to be dependent on the government. They want that. They want it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the biggest fan of our administration. But some of the things that they've done to push people out of their comfort zone, out of this entitlement mindset, I'm all right with it. I'm all right with it. Because how can we advance as a race of people? How can we advance as human beings? Not even just the black culture, just in general, people in general. How can we advance? Because there's all races using these benefits, right? But it's a mindset of I can't survive without it. When did we get there? And we got to find a way to get out of it. And it starts with the mindset. The consumption of information, the type of environments we put ourselves in, the type of people we surround ourselves with, what we're watching. We have control of these things, my people. We have control of it. And it's on us to make sure that no one, no government program, no person but ourselves, that we regulate ourselves, that we determine our futures. We have control of that. But we have to change our mindsets first. That's what I took from this brother's video. What are we going to do to break the programming? We have to watch what we consume, because we are what we consume. Man, that's a heavy one. But this one right here, y'all, this one finna go even deeper on a different level. But this right here probably gonna bring some of y'all to tears. Let's get to it.
I got to ask, how long ago did your mom pass?
Man, March 7, 2021.
So it's been some years now.
Yeah.
Do you ever, when or do you ever stop looking for signs that she's looking down on you? Bro, the light goes out randomly and I'd be like, damn, Pops, you full of shit. I'm riding to a red light, it turns green. I'd be like, oh, appreciate it, Randy. Just out of nowhere, how long does that take to go away? Because that's what's fucking with me the most right now.
I don't think it ever goes away, nor should it. You know, they say grief is a sign that you love deeply. People always ask, when do you get over it? Never. Somebody that you truly love, and all the time, man. Right now, my mom will be calling me, texting me, hey, baby, you okay? How did it go? I have moments still after a football game. Let me call my, hey. To this day, every stage I'm on, she would call. My team would tell you that she'll call them.
Yeah.
And I still have those moments. That reality hits you again and again and again. But the thing I realized, and I'll share this.
Yeah.
When I held my mom's cold hand, man, my dad called me at 4 a.m. and I rushed to the house. I said, thank you, God. The hardest thing ever. But I said, thank you, God, because she's healed. You know what I prayed for? I said, God, give her a healing. Spiritual or physical, but just heal her. And obviously she got a spiritual healing. And I realized that every soul, man, has to finish their race. Mm-hmm. She ran hers, and she ran a hell of a race. She gave us the lead on life, but she gave me the baton. And so, yeah, I have my moments almost every day. But now I got the baton, and I got to do my job to make sure when I hand off the baton, they got a lead on life. Wow. So I hold on to that every single day, man, even when it gets hard. But I give myself the space and permission to grieve.
Absolutely. Wow. That's a tough one, y'all. That's a tough one. And yeah, I lost my mom 2 years ago. And it's been rough. It's been rough, man. And I feel that brother's pain. I feel it. I feel it. I feel that struggle that he's having, because I'm going through that same struggle. I'm going through that same struggle. And I know some of y'all out there feel that to the core, because you're going through that same struggle too. God knows that every day I have a talk with that woman, that lovely soul, Miss Bobby Jean, Mister. I miss her to the core of my soul. And it rocked me to my foundation when she passed away. But one thing I tried to do is to fill myself with all of the positive things and the positive experiences and just all of the good things that she brought into my life. And I'm sure y'all have a lot of positive things that y'all loved one has brought into your life as well. But like that brother said, just getting beyond, those normal things, the things, that call that you would get. Hey, baby, How you doing? Just checking on you. That thing, you know, that look in her eyes when I would drive to Arkansas and sneak up on them and just walk in the door.
Happy birthday! Your birthday coming up.
My birthday is tomorrow.
Yes.
You gonna celebrate my birthday.
We did, Mama.
Oh, baby. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah, this is.
Andrew. Happy birthday to
Well,
me.
give her a hug.
Tomorrow is Mama's
Go on.
birthday. Happy birthday, baby.
That look, man, that smile on her face, she just be hollering. And she just love on us. It was, man, a thing of beauty, you know? And it is okay to not be okay sometimes, right? It's okay. Everybody grieves differently. Everybody grieves differently. Like, so when we got the call, my sister and I, when we got the call that we need to get down there, we dropped everything we were doing and we was out, jumped on the plane, got down there ASAP. And when we got there, she was, not coherent. Okay. My mother fought multiple sclerosis for over 20 years until it finally took its toll. So we had a lot of good times, even through her health declining. We still had great times. But when we get there, she, like I said, she wasn't coherent. She was on hospice at that point and still kicking. Man, strong heart. That lady was kicking, man. And that heart was just pumping, and she fought the good fight all the way to the end. But she was, she wasn't coherent, and we would just sit in the room. We were down there a week. We would just sit in the room. We'd put on her favorite shows. She loved Perry Mason, and we would put on her favorite shows, and we would sometimes just sit in the room and have it on, and we'll just chop it up like it was another day, and but just having that opportunity, which everyone doesn't get, so it was a blessing. Like my man said, he got the call, he ran and rushed over to the house, and held his mother's cold hand, and that took me to that moment as well, because I can't recall which day it was, but and I don't even know if my father and my sister and my other siblings even know this story, but I just popped into the room one morning and was sitting there with her, and I whispered in her ear that I loved her, of course, and that it's okay. Job well done. You can let go. Pain is no more for you. We are going to hold it down and carry the baton. We got you, and we got Pops. We got Tom, which is one of my brothers. And the next day she was gone. The next day she was gone. So, everyone doesn't have, that opportunity to sit with their loved one. before they pass, And man, I was trying not to do this. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to see their loved one, take their last breath or be present when they pass on, So I was very grateful that she was strong enough and held on for her family to get there. She gave us that entire week just to enjoy her in this world. And when she passed and we had to make the phone calls and get the people out there to come get the body, seeing them wheel her out of there, it was hard. Yeah. It was difficult. So I feel this brother's pain tremendously. And it's okay. It's okay. Being sad in moments of grief is okay. Especially for men, because we raised to be tough guys, not to express emotion, things of that nature, which I think is bullshit. And it's something that we need to address as men. We have vulnerable moments. We all do. We may have this tough ass outer shell a lot of times, but inside there's a soft. That's the soft side is there, man. And it's okay to show it. It's all right. I'm sitting here crying right now. That's because I'm speaking about someone I loved to the core. And it's okay. And it's all right for y'all too. My brothers out there, it's okay to show your emotions sometimes. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's all right. It's okay. I appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of the Mr. Anthony Show. And before we go, you always know, we always start and we end with the love for the people. Because it ain't about me. It's about y'all. And without y'all, there's no me. So if you haven't heard this today, it's okay to be a human being. It's okay to show your vulnerable side sometimes. It's okay to cry. Sometimes it's required to relieve pressure. We don't always have to be tough. We don't always have to walk around with our chest stuck out all the time. If we don't feel that way, we just don't feel that way. And that's okay. And if we need to talk to someone, therapist, somebody, get the help that you need. Don't let negativity, don't let past trauma consume your soul to a point to whereas you don't even want to be in the world anymore. It's okay to not be okay. Until the next time in the next episode, peace and blessings to y'all. Love you.